on YouTube? Welcome back to Living Life Fast. Of course, we had to go out in the Cupra. Obviously, you would have seen the previous video. If you haven't, you might want to go see the full spec on this car, what's being done to it. I'll leave the link in the description. But yeah, Will's just going to take me out for a spin. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to drive. This is a customer's car, right?
It is a customer's
car, yeah. So Will's, ex-drag racer, so apparently a bit crazy in the car. So yeah, enjoy the video, guys.
What it is? Basically, it's a Leon Cupra 280 MQB chassis. Was two-wheel drive, now four-wheel drive. 560 brake on pump gas with octane booster. We can go over just over 600, but it's not advisable really to run it like that every day. But on this car, it did make that power. We dynoed it over and over again, so we know it will do that. But
what's it running right now?
Right now it'll be 550, 560 depending on quality of fuel. These cars are really sensitive to fuel, so if you put poor quality fuel in, or say BB97, it's not poor quality, it's just not as good as Tesco 99 or your Shell, which is 99. So
you say it's had lower springs? You can feel it's had little rings.
Yeah, this has got the APR Golf R four-wheel drive springs, because obviously it's exactly the same as a Golf R chassis virtually. But they ride really nice. It's not that bumpy. The height that they're at is a tiny bit lower than standard, so you can still drive over a speed bump without knocking the bottom off the car, or or catching a skirt, etc. And when you're going over bumps, you don't tend to bottom the damper out as well, so which is quite important, because when you're bottoming the dampers out, you lose traction. So it's quite.
And it don't sound overly loud, does it, from the cabin? It sounds like a stock Golf.
No, it's got the Miltech on there, but it is a resonated system. So Colin, who owns the car, didn't want it to be too loud. So, but I mean, you can. So we're in drive now, and you can just sort of feed the power in, and it's nice and easy. You can overtake, and it's effortless basically. So you could put it in sport mode, and then if you put your foot down, then the speedo goes up real quick. It just keeps going, and it'll accelerate the same in every gear. You can see how quick that gets up there.
Yeah, but it's like from the cabin, it's not. It doesn't feel that fast, does it? Like as the speedo, it's very smooth, isn't it?
Very smooth, yeah.
Wow. I had to look at the speedo. I was like, what the?
So you wouldn't want to mention what that was.
Jeez.
So I mean, but the car's got incredible traction.
Yeah, and it's so stable, isn't it?
It feels so smooth when you drive it. So you when you accelerate, it can be quite misleading because you don't know how fast you are going. Yeah. Which is not great. So.
No, you're right. It's something I've been noticing as I've been jumping in and out of different cars. I'm noticing that with the four-wheel drive cars, they
don't feel as erratic, do they?
No, they don't.
Feel much more planted.
Very controlled.
Yeah. It still accelerates the same in fifth.
Does it so efficiently though. It just does it for jokes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's easy power. And this is
no drama, like
stock gearbox, stock engine. I mean, this engine, Volkswagen obviously have spent millions and millions and millions of pounds developing this engine, and they put it in all their MQB sort of R cars or RS cars or S cars, or Cupra cars, and the engine is so good. We feel blessed because we tune these cars. I feel sorry for the Ford RS guys because they're having real problems tuning those cars.
And from factory, they're blowing.
They have their issues, and it's a shame because I feel blessed to doing the VAG stuff because we're tuning these cars, and it's great because we're not having any issues. And everybody thinks they're an expert nowadays. But at the end of the day, we've done so many of these cars now that, you know, we're well in tune with them, and we know what to do. We know what makes the power. I've tested pretty much everything out there, and you know, because of that, we keep the engines in one piece. You know, so I think you know, these cars are testament to the Volkswagen Audi range is fantastic. It's really
double
good.
the power, like.
Yep.
It's insane, isn't it?
Double the power in 24 hour. Basically, that's what we say. You know, if you want to drive in, drive out, it's double the power in 24 hours. So, you know, you can just come in, turbocharger, fuel pump, in-tank fuel pump, software if you've got a DSG gearbox, clutch if you've got a manual box, intercooler, a couple of intercooler pipes, intake hose, plugs, latest spec core packs, you know, and then exhaust system, and you're there. You know, you don't need anything else.
Is there any extra precautions, like, you know, like, you know, taking care of the car over a stock version? Like, what's the, you know?
There's two different types of oil we suggest, depending on the customer's pocket. The Miller's Nano oil is really good oil. We use that for a long time in these cars. The best oil for these cars is the Motul 300V.
Yeah.
That is literally the best oil you can put in it. We've took engines apart that have been run on Millers, and we've took engines apart that have been run on the Motul. Now, the Miller's engine's still fine, but the Motul engines look much nicer, less wear on the bearings, etc. So we believe that the Motul oil is better, but the problem is it's twice the price for the same oil. So where you'd pay, say, 60, 70 pounds for the Millers, you'll pay 120 pounds for the Motul, for the correct stuff anyway.
And how regular is, you know, do you have to change oil more regular?
I mean, it's
there
about,
more
they reckon,
regular intervals?
I mean, Volkswagen reckon 20k, but we're telling people a tuned car, 4,000 to 5,000 miles, change the oil. You know, we do an oil change, 150 quid plus VAT for Miller's oil. You know, it was a bit more for the Motul. That includes a genuine filter, a new sump bun, so it's not expensive, but an engine is. So, and if you can make the engine survive as long as possible, then you don't have to change the engine. You're not paying any labour out. You know, you're not buying another engine that's unknown. You know, you're not building an engine at great cost.
So this being four-wheel drive, so it's basically a Golf R underneath, right?
This basically has a Golf R rear axle and prop shaft, But then you could put an S3 one under it because it's the same. So the S3 or the Golf R, or even like the Skoda Superb that we had in the workshop, it's the same rear axle. Some of the props are different lengths, but apart from that, the TT runs the same rear axle as well, the TTS. So that's the same.
So like, have you like took this car like round corners? Have you seen
the car handles really well. Yeah, no, it's really good. What we'll do is we'll pull up here and then we'll do a launch. So I'll show you the launch, and then we'll go and find some corners and then show you what it's like around some corners. Hopefully you'll be impressed.
Wow, man. That's crazy.
Too much wheel spin then.
So this is your WRC track, yeah?
No, this is just a road I know, but it's a bouncy back road, so it should be some fun. Just when you go on a back road, it proves to you how fast the car really is. Then it's like, then you're like, whoa, hold on to the door.
See, what you just said then is what I always say as well. As soon as the space becomes enclosed, the speed, you really get a reality of what you're dealing with. When it's an open stretch, it just feels, even a Bugatti would probably feel slow.
Yeah, exactly. Like, exactly.
But that was just incredible then, do you know what I mean? Like, that's way too much.
Yeah.
I feel I'm gonna look a bit scared on camera. That is fast. Oh my god.
But then look, we're just driving normal now, 30 mile an hour. I mean, we was only doing 40 then, but you know.
That is just crazy, man.
The car is.
That is just savage, isn't it?
But if we can drive it like this, you'd never know. It's like we come round the corner now and there's a policeman waiting for something, he'd just be expecting, like, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
It's not like
no,
that.
but that's like you're saying, that's the whole idea, man. It's like it's back to a normal daily driver. No one's going to suspect anything.
Exactly. You know, and that the car handles, it feels poised on the road, you know, it feels stable. You know, it's
got to be the best feeling in the world, man, knowing you're in a sleeper like this.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks nice from the outside.
Yeah, of course.
It may give a little bit away, but not to this level of performance. You're not going to think
what car could you drive down that road in like that, other than this? You know, there's going to be cars out there.
Well, I was watching how you was just leaning on the power around the corner, like it was.
Yeah, I mean, that's the good thing.
I can't do that in my M3, for example. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's a bit more modulation. You just look like you had it planted around those.
Yeah, no, I mean the car we were flat around the corners just because the four drive system is great on this car, but it just just feels great.
No oversteer whatsoever. Like I felt the power. You can feel the power going to the rear though, like shuffling a bit. Like.
Well, this at the moment we've just got it on sort of light, but we're going to put it on sort of heavy, which is more power to the rear. That's one of the jobs I'm going to do while the car's here.
Yeah. Knowing like you can just go destroy basically anything in this, can't you?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to have to be in to stay with this? Like,
you're going to be
especially on a road like that.
You'd have to be in an Evo or a Subaru or something.
Yeah, big power.
But the problem with those cars is they're not DSG, so that you'd be working really hard in a car like that to keep up with a car like this.
Yeah, you are.
You know, a good driver would, but you'd have to work twice as hard.
Yeah, he's going to be sweating.
Yeah, of course. So, well, probably just a 335 DX drive with a map on it, because they're just quick.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
So, you know, they're good cars there.
But no, like, yeah, that is just something else, isn't it? I think we're going to end the video there. I mean, what do I say? Like, thank you so much for taking me out in this car. Definitely, probably one of the most insane cars I've been in without fail.
Good.
You know what I mean? Four-wheel drive Cupra, like 600 brake.
Well,
it's just complete insanity. But yeah, like I say, thank you for taking me out. And guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.